I'll tell you what it says on the back. Skillfully crafted drink. Oh. All it says on the back is it's skillfully crafted and drink responsibly, which we are tonight. Now this would be a lovely place to camp. If it was windy, you could drop down here and just camp in the middle of there. Very nice, I'll have to remember this. Hi, welcome to another video. Welcome to the channel. Oh, I'm back in the lakes. And I've parked at Thelmere and I'm on my way up to the Helvellyn range. Not Helvellyn itself, but Stybarrow, Great Dodd and Rise. I hope to get all them out of the way. Watson's Dodd, and then tomorrow hopefully Whiteside as I go back on myself and back down to Thelmere. The weather's a bit changeable, as you can see behind us. That's where I'm going. It's a little bit claggy. Hopefully that'll lift. It was meant to be a lot more cloudy than it is now, so hopefully it will clear, but I'm going to get some rain tonight. And I'm in the Lantran, but I brought some extra guide ropes and pegs, just to be on the safe side. Anyway, I'm going to get on up here and then I'm going to go onto Stybarrow. there's a Stybarrow Dodd just starting to clear up now. Do you hear that noise? It's the sound of water, and I need some water. I didn't want to carry it all the way up here, so I thought I'd wait till the last possible water source to get it. And here it is, nice and fresh. Obviously I'm going to filter it as well. I'm just going to get that now, and then I'll be off up to Stybarrow Dodd. I am at Sticks Pass now, a bit of a crossroads. Just up there you've got Rise, and to the left of it you've got, they'll be up to Stybarrow Dodd and Great Dodd, and that's the way I'm going. So more climbing to do, but I might sit myself down and have a little grenade bar. I really like them grenade bars, they're so nice, and they do perk you up a bit. Some fantastic views up here already. Anyway, I'm going to have me bar and then off up to Stybarrow. I might wait until I go up there to have it. It's not that far. That is Stybarrow Dodd. Stybarrow, something like that. I'll put this up on the screen. Stybarrow Dodd. Up next is Watson's Dodd, and then just along to that one there, which is Great Dodd, I think. But before that, I'm going to sit here, or just over there, and have a bite to eat. I think once I've been to Great Dodd, I'm going to come back to here. I think this is where I'm going to camp, because it's just really nice and flat. Stybarrow Dodd. Stybarrow Dodd, I think it's called. It's nice and flat, lovely little pitches, abundance of them. So I'm on the top of Watson's Dodd now, and that over there is Great Dodd, and that's where I'm heading next. And then I'm going to turn around and walk back. Great Dodd. So I've just been up Great Dodd. I'm on my way back down and on my way back up to Stybarrow Dodd, I think it's called. I gotta get these names right. But anyway, I'm on my way back up there. That's where I was going to camp, but it's still early. It's only around about 1:30. I think that's where I was going to pitch my tent, but obviously if it's too early, I might as well go up Rise. But I wanted to keep Rise for tomorrow. So I found a really nice little windbreak at the top of Stybarrow Dodd. I could just go up to Rise and get out of the way, but I think I'll keep that for tomorrow. I'm going to camp on the top of Stybarrow Dodd. It's really nice, but it's still early, so I'm just going to chill out for a bit. I'm eating me Marmite cashew nuts. They're really nice. So tonight I've got all of the same. I've got 5s in the hour. It's time for a miniature. Very special. This time I have 3 whiskies, all the same whiskey but different ages. So I'm looking forward to that. But that's all I've brought for alcohol wise. I'm trying to be good. I'm going back to the gym, so I'm pumping iron again. Shouldn't really at my age, but yeah, so I'm trying to stay off the alcohol. So I have 3 miniatures to do for 5s in the hour. It's time for a miniature. I'll have miniature reviews, and then later I've got tea. I've got a chicken tikka masala, and I've got that with soft noodles. They're already ready to just heat up in there, which should be easy because I've only got my jet boil zip. And we know what a jet boil zip's like for heating stuff up, other than water. It's a nightmare. But let's see how that goes. Anyway, I'll catch up here when I'm putting my tent up, which will be a while. I'm gonna sit I might fly my drone for a bit, take some pictures, send me nuts. Well, the tent's up. It looked like it was going to rain, so I thought I'm just going to put it up. No one cares anyway. So anyway, I've got my feet up and got a lovely view, a tremendous view, and also a nice cup of tea. There's nothing better than a nice cup of tea when you set up. Okay, boys and girls, 5 is in the hour. Well, it's just past 5, and it's time for a miniature. And I've already said that I was doing them on whiskies this time. I've got 3 Glenfiddichs. The first of which is a 12-year-old. Now I've had this one before. Everybody's had this one before. It's not a special one, but it is nice. So I'm gonna dive straight into this, and any whiskey connoisseurs will probably like not take me seriously, but this is just a bit of fun. So I'm going to open it. I'm going to have a little sniff. Oh, whiskey has a nice smell anyway. Oh, you can smell, you know what it is? You can smell the quality. And Glenfiddich is, it's not an expensive one, but it's not a cheap one either. It's a nice whiskey. And it's a single malt. I don't think that they've got any information about it. I'll tell you what it says on the back. Skillfully crafted drink. Oh. Yeah, it just says, all it says on the back is it's skillfully crafted and drink responsibly, which we are tonight. Anyway, I'm going to get straight into a little sip. Oh, nectar of the gods. That's so nice. Even, I normally, this is 40%, and you're meant to put enough water in it, just room temperature water, just to bring it down around about 36%. And the reason for that is, like I said, whiskey connoisseurs, correct us if I'm wrong, it's to bring out the flavours so that you can actually taste it. But no more than a little drop. Say in this, you would only put like a little drop of water, just enough to take it down to 36.5%, and that's how you're meant to drink whiskey apparently. But that, oh god, that's just 12-year-old, and that is just beautiful. That's just, I love whiskey. And that is, I think it's probably because I know I've only brought 3 little miniatures, so I'm going to enjoy it no matter what. But yeah, that is a nice whiskey, Glenfiddich. It's a staple, isn't it? But we'll have another little swig. Oh, what to give it? I think once scores start to get to 8, then it's going to be really, it's going to be getting to the point, say we're going to get into 8.1, 8.2, 8.3. Now I'm just going to give this one an 8.1, and that's because it's a whiskey. I mean, don't get us wrong, I've got some plans to do some whiskies which I've had before and they're nowhere near, but yeah, an 8.1. I'm going to enjoy this, and then I'll get back to you with the second one of tonight's camp. So just looking over there, you can see Rise and then Whiteside Bank, which is where I'm going tomorrow. 2 more Wainwrights checked off the list. And just beyond that you can see Little Man, Helvellyn, and on the left hand side you can see Stybarrow. So with the exception of Rise and Whiteside Bank, I've now done the whole Helvellyn range. And hopefully, all going well, tomorrow I'll get Rise and Whiteside Bank, and then down to Brown Crag and off back to the car. Now that's Great Dodd, where I've just been today, and also Watson's Dodd, before returning here, which is Stybarrow Dodd, to set up camp. You also get some amazing views of Bassenthwaite Lake, the plantations, Keswick, Skiddaw and High Seat. So the top of Stybarrow Dodd is it's quite flat. Loads of camping pitch. You could open a campsite on top of there. I don't know how popular this place is, but I'm guessing that later on, maybe, especially on a weekend, they might get a lot of people pitching tents on it. But I am over here, out the way, still on the summit, but just off to one side. There's a bit of a wall here, and like a windbreak, but I've just been repairing it. I've got this new hobby of fixing windbreaks. I've added another foot onto it because it was a little bit falling down, but now it's quite substantial. Obviously there's a tent, and look at that. So I can sit in there tonight, or I can just sit in my tent. So we're back with the second miniature of this camp, and obviously we're still on Glenfiddich whiskey, and I have with us now this one, and it's the aged 15 years single malt. Slightly different. It's a kind of clear bottle. You can see the colour of the whiskey. Now, I haven't got any information on these or what's in them or what barrels they're aged in or anything. Maybe somebody who's interested in whiskey can tell us. Pardon me. But this one is 15 years. So it's going to have more flavour, I think. I'm going to open it, see if this smells any different to the 12-year-old. Definitely smells like it's got more, just basically the same, but it's got more of a pungenty smell, more stronger. Just beautiful. I'm just going to jump straight in and give that a little taste there. Wow. Bam! So that is aged 3 years longer than the 12, obviously. But the difference, I don't know if it's aged in different barrels or not, but the difference, it's much stronger flavours, definitely. Peaty, I don't know if that's the right word to use, but it's definitely got a lot more earthy flavour to it. I do like the earthy, peaty flavour coming through, but I don't like too much of that. But this is nice, so I think they've got just right with that. So I'm gonna score this one, and it's not going to be much different to the 12-year-old, I don't think, but it is slightly nicer. So I'm going to give this an 8.2. And there you go, the 15-year-old Glenfiddich single malt. Now it's time for an 18-year-old single malt Glenfiddich. Yeah, so this one's been aged 18 years. Now I've never had 18-year-old Glenfiddich before. I'm guessing it's going to be very like peaty. This is all about what I feel about them. Other people might have a difference of opinion. Smells much the same. Let's just dive straight into the taste test. Wow. Actually, that's not as peaty and strong flavours as I thought it was going to be. However, you definitely know it's been in a barrel longer, because it's definitely got more of the barrel in it. That's got, I'm sure I can see some spelks in there and all. That's definitely it's definitely took up a lot of colour and flavour from the barrel. Wow. From the 12 to this, it's definitely a massive change, but from this to the 15, it's not so much. It's just a step up of like how strong the flavours are. The flavours are exactly the same, but obviously this is stronger. They must be aged in the same barrels, or the same kind of barrels. I don't know which ones they are. I think I'm going to give this one an 8.1. The same as the 12-year-old. I think it's just tipping the point where I prefer it not as much barrel in it, not as much like flavour in it. You know, proper people who are into the whiskies will probably say, what on God's earth is he talking about? He's full of he's talking shit. I don't know a lot about whiskey. I do know what I like though. And I do like whiskey. But I prefer the 15 to this one. So I'm going to enjoy this 18-year-old Glenfiddich single malt. So I think it's time for tea. Now, I've got a chicken tikka masala with soft noodles. I just thought it would be easier. I'm quite looking forward to it because I'm starved. I've got the chicken tikka masala in one of these bags. I'm just going to put it in the old jet boil and try and simmer it. It's very difficult to control this jet boil. We'll give it a go, and then I'm going to stuff my face before it's dark. Noodles, the chicken tikka masala special. I'm going to enjoy this. That's special, that. Special. Good morning. It's raining. It's been raining all night. Every time I woke up it was raining. It's almost 7 o'clock. Well, I can't sleep. So I went to sleep around about 9:45. Finally switched off. So I've had a canny night. I'm going to have some breakfast. I've got a porridge pot. I've got a protein brownie and some coffee. So I'm going to have that, and then I'm going to sort my gear out inside the tent. Then today, this morning, I'm going to do Rise and Whiteside. So I'm all packed up. Leave no trace, as always. I'm going to say this on every video. That's where I was. I took all my rubbish. And it is lashing it down. So I'm going to set off now. Sharp contrast to yesterday. Don't know what it's like in the valleys, but we'll find out once we get down there. Catch you in a bit. So that was Sticks Pass. We've just passed. And now we're on our way up to Rise. Let's quickly get these out of the way. We'll just have to blast up here, and then Whiteside, and then back down and along back to the car. Rise. Another one ticked off. This is the top of Rise. A little bit rainy, a little bit murky, but still feels good. Now it's on the Whiteside. So it's top of Rise. I don't think I'll even stop. I think I'll just carry on to Whiteside. Right. Lovely weather. It's a fairly rocky plateau up here. Very rocky, very strange landscape. Flat. But there's Whiteside, and well, you can't see it. Let's get up there. So this is Whiteside Bank. The last Wainwright of today. There's a smaller one further down called Brown Crag, which is the one that I'm gonna tick off as well. But it's not a Wainwright, but it's on the map and it's a peak so I'm going to collect that one on the way down. So I'm just walking along this little path, just down from Whiteside. The path's non-existent at the beginning until you find what used to be left of the path. But it's taken us onto Brown Crag very shortly, and as you can see, I can see Thelmere, and just watching my own now. Trip over. Yeah, but this path on the map here doesn't really exist anymore. There's patches of it, and then when you get a bit lower down to here, this is where you catch back on the path. I don't know why, I don't know whether I've missed it or what, but it isn't there. But I'm heading on to Brown Crag very shortly. So this is Brown Crag, last one, not a Wainwright but still a hill. Now I'm on my way back down, all the way down there, down to the car. So if you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe, it really helps, and drop a like and a comment. I always like to respond to a comment, whether it be replying or just giving it a heart, you know, because I don't get that many comments yet. Anyway, until next time, catch you later.